A rookie cop thought he had just caught an arrogant troublemaker. What he didn't know, that man was FBI, and his life was about to turn upside down in front of everyone. It started like any other ordinary Tuesday. Officer Brad Whitaker had been patrolling the same streets of downtown for 5 years now. Same coffee, same routine stops. But today, he felt a little different, frustrated, on edge. Maybe it was the way his captain humiliated him during roll call. Or maybe it was the argument with his wife that morning. Either way, Brad was looking for someone to remind him he still had authority. And then he saw it. A man, mid-40s, clean but casual, parked a little too perfectly outside a high-end jewelry store. Suspicious, or so Brad thought. Brad didn't know this moment would ruin his career. License and registration. Now, Brad's tone was sharp, authoritative, rehearsed. The man calmly handed over his documents. Nothing unusual, nothing alarming. But Brad's gut said otherwise. You waiting for someone? Planning something? This is not exactly tourist parking, sir. The man gave a polite smile. Just doing my job. Wrong answer. Brad's insecurity flared. Oh yeah? And what job is that? The man's smile didn't waver. You'll find out soon enough. Brad hated people like this. The smug ones who thought they were smarter than the badge. His badge! He decided to make this man's life a little harder. Full vehicle search. Humiliation in public. Power flex. Backup arrived. Crowds gathered. Brad exaggerated everything for show. Possible burglary suspect. Stay back, folks. Could be dangerous. The man leaned against the car, arms folded, silent but strangely amused. Brad popped the trunk. An empty briefcase. A single FBI badge inside. And a loaded service pistol. The badge read, Special Agent Marcus Hayes, Federal Bureau of Investigation. For a full 5 seconds, Brad's mouth didn't work. His heart raced. His backup exchanged nervous glances. He had just humiliated a federal agent in public. For nothing. Agent Hayes finally spoke. Calm. Measured. Officer Whitaker, do you know what obstruction of a federal investigation looks like? Because you just provided the textbook example. Brad tried to stammer out an apology, but Hayes wasn't done. You flagged my vehicle. You detained me unlawfully. You escalated with backup. All without probable cause. I have 3 cameras recording this entire interaction, as per Bureau protocol. Your precinct will be getting a visit from Internal Affairs by noon. The rookie cop's bravado dissolved like cheap coffee in rainwater. His backup? Already backing away. Silent. But Agent Hayes wasn't cruel. He didn't want to destroy Brad. He wanted to teach him. I was here surveilling a dangerous cartel contact. You just blew 6 months of work wide open because your ego needed feeding today. Brad's shame turned to fear. I didn't know. That's exactly the problem, Officer Whitaker. You never stopped to ask yourself if you did. Hayes saw something in the young officer's eyes. Not malice. Not hatred. Just a man lost in his own insecurities. He softened. I won't ruin your life, but I'll leave you with this. If you wear a badge only to feel bigger, you'll never grow into the man worthy of it. Authority isn't in the uniform. It's in the choices you make when no one's watching, and when everyone is. He left without another word. Brad stood frozen, badge suddenly feeling heavier than his gun. Later that night, Brad sat alone, watching the footage from his own body cam, watching himself spiral, watching how authority could rot if left unchecked. The next morning, he didn't show up for his usual patrol. Instead, he filed for transfer to a community outreach program, one where he could relearn why he pinned that badge on in the first place. Not for power, but to protect. Respect is not demanded. It's earned through humility, through patience, through knowing when to listen. Sometimes, the uniform teaches us that lesson the hard way. Like vertical bar, share vertical bar, subscribe for more real life lessons in disguise.